Wait, no, I want to be on the left side.
You want to be on the left side?
Yeah, let's switch sides.
Let's switch.
Guys, does this look better if we switch sides? Oh yeah, that's much better. What's up, everybody? All right.
Yeah. We're here.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't sound cool when I do.
Something I do. I don't know.
Welcome to our what? This is probably our sixth
show.
Parking Sucks.
Yeah.
Easily the best Parking Sucks so far. Already. We could end it right now and it would be better than the other ones.
Here. That was the hardest thing. Or that's what's different.
It was different.
We had like 5 people sometimes.
And it was weird. It was a weird space. I like how we're starting this off by talking shit about the previous location.
We used to suck so bad.
Oh, it was awful. You wouldn't have wanted to see that show.
The wackest, boy. You would have never wanted to come to what we were doing before. But I'm glad you're here. You guys
It was weird.
This is a good looking audience, dude.
I know.
Y'all are fucking moisturized. Y'all have skincare routines. This is wonderful. I like it. Yeah, it's cool, dude. I love it all. Comics outside, they're cool. People in here.
It's perfect.
I see some real great glasses frames, you know. A hat. Is that a hat? I fucking see a Kango in the back, maybe? Okay.
That's smooth. Are we going to just go through everyone's...
I'm sorry, dude. I'm getting
No, I'm down. I'm down. This could be a fashion show.
Okay.
No, people are hot. I think maybe like after the show, we turn down the lights.
I'm hitting on everybody.
Yeah. Turn up the music.
So yeah, how you been, dude? You fucking got married, man.
Yeah, I got married since the last Parking Sucks. It's good. It's great. I learned a lot about what people should do if they get married. Like I feel like I have a lot of advice for people. Like my buddy, he eloped, and I think that was a great idea. For him, I think it was a great idea for most of us.
You would have rather eloped?
Me personally, no, I don't think I would have eloped, but I think less people at the wedding would have been...
less people? I thought...
It was a beautiful wedding. Mark was at the wedding. It was a very nice wedding.
I cried. I shed tears.
I just feel... Oh, that's sweet. Me too.
It was beautiful.
I just feel like
they listened to Players Club Anthem down the fucking...
As we left, it was pretty good.
It was the best.
Money on the dresser.
It was the smooth... Like, we were all like, wow. Under the 6th Street Bridge in LA. It was the most flyest shit I've ever seen.
Oh, thanks, Mark.
I love it. I felt like I was a part of something, you know?
I think the best part for me was telling my parents that they can't invite people that I don't want them to invite.
Has to be awesome.
Sam and I are the beautiful bartenders, my wife, Samantha. Give it up for her. This sounds like a brag, but we saved up and we paid for it, so no one could say shit. We had it exactly. My mom's like, "Hey, can you invite our old family friend who's probably racist?" It's like, no, you cannot invite.
Doesn't make sense.
They're gonna call Obama a bad word or something, and it's gonna ruin the wedding.
Yeah, I didn't get into no awkward conversations with people that I didn't even know. There was no man, can't wait for Trump to get back, right? That didn't happen.
No.
One time there, everything.
Because I didn't have to invite those people.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
have a weird stepdad that has what's the proper way to say this? His current girlfriend, she's not all there, right? And he's a little not all there. And he's schizophrenic, and my mom wanted me to invite him.
Oh man.
So weird. It's like, no, gross.
And you guys went to Mexico?
We did go to Mexico, man.
It looked like the food was fire.
Dude, the food was fire, but the napkins in Mexico. Can we get some aid to Mexico with some decent napkins?
Please. 2-ply, please.
I got 1 wipe per napkin.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was just turned into a little ball after the first wipe. And
I will say, did anybody follow his Instagram while they were in...
Does anyone follow my Instagram?
Actually, no one said it, so I'm going to just tell you guys because no one does. He was making tortillas at one point, and that's the whitest I've ever seen you look. You set the camera up, dude, and you had your fucking apron on. You were just I was like, that boy having fun, boy. Look at him trying out new cultures, boy.
I'm just trying to offset colonialism,
It was beautiful. I could tell he was done. He was like, is that good? And the dude was like, yeah, dude, just get the fuck Out of the way, please.
Just pay your bill and
then
keep
also you
moving.
got to see your new wife be annoyed with you as the time was going on. And you just being like, more enchiladas! And she just like, motherfucker, you know? You were just...
I don't remember eating enchiladas.
You didn't eat one. I was just trying to say a Mexican dish. Damn, son. Shit, boy. I don't know why I said enchiladas. Is that even Hispanic food? I think we made that.
I think it's a real food, but you don't
Okay.
really see it. Or you'll see it. It'll be like, yeah, I'll get enchiladas, and then it's like a fuck, what's the thing called? It's like an empanada, and you're like,
Yeah.
so that's an enchilada.
Yeah.
Or it's just, they just call some stuff weird, you know? It ain't like here, man. It's just like so many illegal aliens over there. All right,
Speaking of,
I'm sorry. Why did I have to say that?
Jesus, dude. I thought we didn't invite them to the wedding. No, I was playing. No,
They were at the wedding the
out of
whole
hand.
time.
Speaking of Mexican food, man, I had to beat up a homeless dude at fucking Taco
Oh,
Bell.
yeah. Okay, so let's get into this.
Bro.
At your local, so
So-
Mark is famous at his local taco.
Yo, I fucking can eat for free there now. Let me tell you why. I shouldn't even be at Taco Bell. First of all, I live like near Santa Monica and Western, which is a fucking weird part of the city.
Lots of Mexican
I'm
food,
learning so much more that I shouldn't be at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So I go up in there, and first off, you know how you see somebody kind of acting up, and you're like, let me just wait. Let me wait until they leave. So this dude is like walking around like fucking like this at the fucking thing. And I'm like, I'm gonna just wait. And so then he leaves and I go in, obviously not enough time, right? So I go in another door, he comes in, he's like, nigga, where your car at? And then I was like, I walked here.
Good answer.
I walked here. He was like, you lying, son, you got a car. Which I do, but I didn't drive it there, you know? So that was weird to me. And then
And
he
you'd
was
be
like,
in your car. No one.
why would I not use the drive-thru?
Yeah.
Okay. So then he was like, give me a fucking ride, bitch. And then, so by this time, I'm like behind the counter now. The people are scared. They're trying to act like they're making food. Nobody's even ordering. They're just fucking there, pushing down. Okay. So I'm behind, I'm in the Taco Bell like I work there now, okay? So he keeps stepping to me, fucking faggot, bitch ass nigga, okay? He keeps stepping to me, and then I got...
His words, not Mark's words.
Right. So he tries to grab at my fanny pack, you know what I'm saying?
Not your fanny pack.
Yeah, son. I must have slung that shit around. No, I'm just playing. No, I like, all right, bro, so now you're touching me, so I took it off, and then he like starts fucking grabbing at it. We're in a tug of war for my fanny pack for a second. I finally pull it back, and then he comes around, right? And he just like, he's like, you fucking bitch, nigga, what you want to do, right? And so then I pull my pants up, which is the
universal sign for...
which is the obvious sign of everything. So I just pulled my pants up, and I was just like trying to get better footing, but then he like stepped me like, nigga, what you want to do? And then I like I've been boxing, guys.
This is my nightmare, by the way.
I've been boxing, so I got a mean 1-2, okay, right now. And so I get into my stance, and then I just fucking, I hit him twice, right? The nigga stumbles back, I get my knee on him, right? And then I'm like, help! And then they fucking grab him. We all grab him and like fucking
Wait, you yelled help.
I yelled help from the other dudes in there. I yelled,
If he yelled help, it's like, oh, I feel bad for him.
It would have made more sense, actually.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody helping you, nigga, after you have
I know,
this.
right?
So then I like fucking have my knee on him shit, and we fucking like grab him and like pull his arm like this and then push him out the place and then lock the door. And then he had a showdown with the police, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking like, what y'all want? And took his pants off. What, son? I got it on video if y'all want it.
That's the real
What's
fighting
up?
stance right
Yeah,
there.
and then they take a shotgun out the back, and I was like, I don't want him to die, you know? And then they fucking, walked him out. But then I still, as a good citizen, take my wallet, and I'm like, yeah, so I just want a cheesy gordita crunch. And they were like, you ain't got to pay, son! And they was like,
wow.
Hey, put him on the list! So I ate, I'm shaking, though, eating my shit, son.
There's a list?
I'm shaking this lettuce on my shit. I'm fucking
Shredded
cheese
lettuce
out.
everywhere?
There was no cheese or lettuce on that shit, just meat. Just meat, nigga, because I was shaking. The adrenaline was fucking me up. And then I went down the street and fucking got a drink and shit. But, fuck, it was crazy.
I'm excited for the part where you're locked in Taco Bell. Right?
It was weird.
No, this sounds like a dream, like my high school stoner dream, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm locked in Taco Bell. The employees love me. I've saved the day.
It was a vibe.
Did you get anything custom? I would be like, okay, we're doing a quesadilla.
I should have asked, like, give me the works, and then they made like some different ass shit.
Yeah.
No, I just got my regular ass order. I made my order normal as hell, like I was still gonna pay, and then they said, when somebody don't tell you they gonna pay for your food, so you order like you paying for it.
Oh, yeah. You would have done more, yeah.
I would have known. I would have been like, make me a Mexican pizza, I don't care if they sold out.
Yeah. Can you put in a good word? Because they took off the caramel apple empanada.
Bro, a robbery.
Dude, it's awful. I cried
sad.
the day.
Yeah. Taco Bell is
R.I.P.
fucking bad for us, though. It's so terrible.
That is not in question. No one's
Okay,
arguing
cool.
otherwise.
Yeah,
yes,
right,
this is
right.
all bad.
Yeah.
But it all fits in with fighting homeless people. Fighting homeless people is a Taco Bell behavior, right?
I've now want to go help the homeless because I'm feeling myself.
You got to even it out.
I have animosity now, and also I feel like I can knock one of these niggas out. Now I know. Nigga, have you heard about me?
Get a little
I have
practice
to stop
in.
that because I'm fucking now I'm even when they maybe slightly walking towards me, I need to I gotta go feed them or something to undo this mind state I'm in,
Why when you said feeding them, it felt like
I
you're
gotta go do something.
You have a bucket and you're just
Yeah, you're right.
Time to feed the homeless. I had to fight a homeless person mid IRS or mid tax meeting with an accountant. Dude, I never saw, my accountant pulled this move. You know how you hiked up your pants?
Yeah.
He just stood up and he goes like this. And then just runs out of the door. I was like, damn, you are an accountant and a half.
He was about to tax his
grappled him. He was grappled, which all the fighting positions to fight a homeless, grappling's my last.
I would stand up. I would stand up. Yes.
I want less contact.
Yeah. Did you know that if somebody rubs up against you and they're on goddamn, what is that shit? PCP, but what's that shit that they were talking about? You get wet? No. Fuck.
To get wet, that's
getting wet.
PCP.
Will you smoke a no?
Sherms.
We're just yelling. Sherm.
Yes, I win.
Yeah. My plan was to just get people to yell out drugs today, actually.
Yeah.
So I did it. No, Sherm. If someone rubs up against you and they're on Sherm, you will get high. Did y'all know that?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yes, it can go in by your fucking.
I'm on Sherms. I just run into you guys.
It goes into your pores,
man.
so you could fucking get that shit. You could get addicted to it by hugging somebody. That shit crazy.
Oh my God, I'm already addicted to hugs.
I didn't mean to talk about crackheads for so long, guys. I don't know how we got here, dude. Damn, it's a slippery slope. I
feel like I could talk about fighting homeless people all day. I feel like it's such a LA subject,
Yeah, it is. It's not that I don't whatever. Fuck it.
Do you remember when we watched that guy rob the little Latin dude?
Spencer was
There.
Spencer helped.
Let's just say this. So we were with 4 people. It was me and Mark, Spencer, and our buddy Jared Levin. We see this big dude knock into this little Latin dude waiting for his bus stop, grab his backpack, and run off.
Yep.
Me and Mark looked at each other and was like, oh, that sucks for him. And then we're bad people.
We're like, damn.
Spencer
son.
and Jared, they looked at each other and they're like, it's on. And they go running after. I immediately felt
Chase these niggas down.
I felt so insignificant. I was like, I am a piece of shit. Turns out the guy who got robbed,
whipped out his belt.
Whipped off his belt, starts whipping the guy. The guy's like, stop it here, and just gives the bag back and runs off, which is like, I never knew I had such power around my waist.
Yeah. He pootie-tanged him. It was fucking crazy. He was pootie-tanging the fuck out of him. I felt them beatings.
Yeah, a leather belt. It was like a quality leather belt.
This is a Mexican belt. This is a good-ass belt.
Yeah,
I got this from the Rose Bowl motherfucking flea market. This shit is fly. And if that type of Mexican leather he was beating him with.
Yeah, that's hurt.
This shit is thick as hell. It was probably awful. This belt, only gay Mexican men compliment this belt. It's very weird. They be like, I like your belt. And
that's a good sign.
Come on, man. Yeah, man.
I feel like we should, oh, great. Mark, what the?
It's fixable, dude.
It's all right.
Don't be dramatic.
You gonna fix it right now?
No, we can
in front
talk.
of everyone?
Keep going, bro.
I feel like we should cover our bases real quick.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
So this is Terraforma LA. I said it right. Right, Carter? This is Carter. Carter and Leah. And give it up for them. This is their wonderful space that they're letting us use. a couple of things. So if you haven't been to the lovely bathrooms, they are all around the back, and you gotta go all the way around back and come back, and you will see the bathrooms. There's a sign and everything. Feel free to take photos and stuff, but don't tag the location in the photos. That's all we ask. This is a professional studio, and they don't need to see our dumb asses on the Google page when people search for the studio, right? That's pretty reasonable, right?
Yeah, I agree.
What else was there?
We're gonna
stay out of the pool. What?
We don't know how crazy it's gonna get here tonight. So no, stay out of the pool. Yeah. Bathrooms you already went over.
No twos. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No number twos, please. What else?
We will be checking.
Yeah.
Get on the scale before you go into the bathroom, and then you need to get on it when you come out.
Yes. Yep.
We won't be doing that.
No. So we're going to be bringing up some great comics here. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Comics.
You know what I'm saying? This will be good. We ask that you please act like you've been to a show before.
Right.
You know, be, gracious. These people are coming up and doing their art, but they're great comics. These people have been on TV sometimes. They're working all over the city. They're on their way to being regulars. So we want to continue to bring good comics here. So please, treat them good,
Yeah, and most of this stuff is rhetorical. I mean, they may ask you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. If I'm like, how's everybody doing? One person doesn't need to be like, well, I actually had a tough day today. It's like, where do these people come from?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
We will cut you off.
Yeah. Do you have the lineup or I have the lineup?
I think you got the lineup.
Okay. Well,
I think it's my turn.
It is your turn. You want to go ahead right now?
Yeah, I think this is a good time. You guys want to hear me do stand-up comedy? All right.
Keenan Louis!
Light me and stuff? Yeah. Okay. Here, why don't we take this off? Take this away. Get this shit out of here. All right. What's up? Let's pretend I just walked on stage. Woo! Yeah! What an honor. What an honor it must be for all of you to see me here today. I know this means a lot to all of you. Yeah. Is everyone having a good pandemic? I'm enjoying the last parts of the pandemic, right? No, everyone hates the pandemic. You guys are weirdos. Are we getting tested anymore? We getting the COVID test anymore? No? Me neither, man. I miss them. I have finally found something I was good at, Who would have thought a lifetime of picking my nose would have come in such handy, for a global pandemic? Fuck you, Mom. Don't tell me to get my finger out of my nose. I'm preparing. I'm basically a prepper. Yeah, I don't know. I think they were too gentle. I don't know about you guys. I think those swabs were a little too gentle. I think I could have gotten a little bit more of my DNA on it, I was like, go a little deeper. Deeper. Yeah, Daddy. I mean, nurse. They're like, sir, we'll call you in 15 minutes. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say. Fucking love that shit. I feel like we could all use remember the first month? Remember those wonderful years? That wonderful first month? We all got to learn how to bake. Raise your hand if you baked something during those first couple of months. These liars. Okay, I only believe that. All right. Man, I baked the worst fucking rye bread ever. It's probably still in my freezer. Blech. I miss those days. I felt like a kid because it was like, cooties are real, stranger danger is a thing. Those are good times, man. Those are really good times. I miss it. Well, I'm hoping with this monkeypox. I'm hoping. They're like, here's some government subsidies, Keenan. Yeah, keep it coming. This is so awkward. Why did I do this? What, Mark? Just say it. Oh, not cool, dude. Not cool. I've been, my agent recently was like, You need to define your look. You need a defined look. Like, I don't know what... How am I going to define my look? I look like the first guy to get guessed in Guess Who. Like, what the fuck? Like, does he have hair? No. Keenan? Fuck. That's my fucking look. I don't know. I also am doing this cool new thing where I refer to my mom as my agent. Doesn't it sound so much cooler? Sounds so much better. It's like, oh, yeah, I just got off the phone with my agent. Yeah, sorry I can't meet you next week. I got lunch with my agent. They're paying. My agent actually thinks I should try out for SNL. Yeah. My agent recently told me I'm the most handsome boy in Hollywood. So I'm really going places. Man. I don't like my mom. Do you guys like your mom? No? I feel like whenever I say this, people are like, what is wrong with you? You're evil. It's like, my mom fucking sucks. My mom was raised Jewish and rich, and she decided to raise me white trash. Like, what the fuck, Mom? I don't know. I've had like 3 stepdads. Come on. I'm supposed to like my mom? I feel like I get so much hate over disliking my mom. She sent me to a military school. That bitch. That felt bad. I still don't call her a bitch, you know. She did. I was being bad, though. I got into stealing booze. I was stealing booze and then selling it at parties. It was a pretty cool move. The thing is when you steal booze, it leads to other things, like stealing Taco Bell. Yes, this is a 2 Taco Bell mention set. We will be, we won't get into Taco Bell. Anyways, I stole Taco Bell as a teenager. This was a very drunk idea. But I'm like, listen, dude, we go through, we order our normal amount of Taco Bell, right? And then as soon as they hand that off, I run in there and snag it. And we fucking did it. We were a little toasty. And I'm so proud of few things in my life. But when I ran up and stole the Taco Bell out of the woman's hands, I yelled, yoink. And I really feel like it's all been downhill from there. It really went downhill because I ran around the front of the store and some enterprising young man hopped the counter and ran out the front door to catch me. And he was close, man. And he's like, I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to fucking kill you. I want to be like, it's just Taco Bell, bro. This guy, I mean, I hope he's a millionaire now. Like, what an enterprising young man. Like, really taking the law into his own hands, takes pride in his work. He's like, I just made those beautiful tacos and burritos, and you're just going to steal them? I dropped the Taco Bell, and I hopped the fence, and I immediately cut up my leg. And so it wasn't worth it. It was not worth it if you guys are thinking about it. And then my mom sent me to military school, which is interesting because I was like, when she's like, if you don't shape up, I'm sending you to military school, which is like, yeah, right, Mom. Next thing I know, it's like, they're all screaming at me. It was a wild time, man. It was like an international school, kind of. It was in New Mexico. It was an international school, but it was mostly Mexican kids at the school. Like, as far as international students, I'd say it was like 90% Mexican international students and like 10%, just from all over the world, right? And so it was cool. I got to meet a lot of different people. I got to learn all the bad Mexican words, like a la verga. Do you know this? A la verga. Have you ever heard this? It means of the penis, which I think is a great expression. But I feel like they're really missing something with some of their words. Like their word for butter, Spanish for butter is mantequilla. What a beautiful word. That should be an expression, you know? Like you come in, your wife's cheating on you, you're like, mantequilla, you know? It's got a real hit to it. Anyways, I'm at this international school. Man, my mom's nuts. I had my hair dyed black, you know, because I was like dark. And she's like, we can't send you there with your hair like that. You're going to get in even more trouble. It's like, I'm already being sent to military school. Also, Mom, they're going to shave my head. She was not hearing any of this. So she was an esthetician. She worked with hair and worked with makeup and shit like that. So she's like, I got you. And so she bleached my hair and then tried to bring it back to my original, which I don't know how to describe. Like, is it auburn? My hair came out kind of a auburn. And I remember like getting there and just all like the staff sergeants and stuff looking at me like, the fuck's with your hair, man? They wouldn't have said anything if my hair was black. They would have just like, go get your head shaved. And they didn't want to say my last name. My last name is Kusnursik. That's why I go by Louis. And so they were like, you know, all right, we're calling you Backstreet Boy, you know? And I was like, fuck. And then like, they finally settled on Special K. That was my nickname, Special K. I wasn't the best student, wasn't the best cadet. There was great people. There was great people there. There's kids from all walks of life. There were kids that like, you know, their grandparents went there. Their dad went there. There was kids like from Mexico. They were like, hey, we just want you to get a better education, learn English easier, yada, yada, yada. And then there was the rest of us where their parents just sent us here to get rid of us. This kid, Frank Gachon, fit into that category. Easily the worst person I've ever met. He was this French guy that when you called him French, he would go, no, stupid, I'm South African. And then you'd be like, well, where were you born? You're like, well, I was born in France, but I am South African, you know? And he was the worst, man. He was just always called everyone stupid. He kicked us all out of his room one day because he's like, everyone must leave. I must download porn. Right now? Like, he got really mad at me one time. He wanted to fight me because I was like, your mama, right? And he's like, how dare you ever speak about my mother like that? I will kill you. It's like, this is just something we do. This is just a joke. He's like, oh, okay. You fuck my mom? Well, I fuck your grandma. I fuck your grandma, and she's like this, and I'm banging her. And then your dad gets on his knees. Whoa, dude. He took it too far. He was the worst. Let's just leave it at that, okay? I was at military school at 9/11, 2001. I don't know if you remember what happened that day, but it was kind of a big day. My mom immediately was like, get ready, because you're going to be drafted. I was like, ah! She's nuts. So, like, I don't know if you guys, I don't want to age myself, but if you were in high school and this happened, or school, we just watched 9/11 TV all day long. Like, it was literally the most boring, like, for such a historic day, such a boring day, right? So we're at military school. We're finally in this class called Leadership Education and Training. It's ROTC at a military school, right? It's serious. The teacher for this class, his literal name was Sergeant Power. That's all you need to know about him. He was fucking scary, all right? Fucking Frank Gachon, man. He's in this class just like fucking around, throwing shit, and finally Sergeant Power just like loses his shit and he's like, Gachon, how would you feel if Mexico was getting bombed right now? Frank Gachon just goes, I do not give a shit about Mexico. All right, well, that's my 9/11 joke. Sweet. Well, let's get this party started. I'm so happy you guys are here. We got an amazing next comic. This guy, just, give it like a half a year. We're going to be seeing him on TV and everywhere. Please put your hands together for Mr. Keith Johnson.
Thank you. Half a year. I need it now. It's my money. I need it now. Because life is lifing. Jesus Christ. Is life hard for anybody right now? It's like stupid hard. No, you came in with Cosmo Kramer energy. Hopefully in 6 months. I'd be happy if that happened in 6 months. My dad was in the Pentagon during 9/11. That's the 9/11 we forget about. You know what I mean? No one gives a fuck about the Pentagon. I had a teacher in the plane and a good friend in the Pentagon. My dad was in the Pentagon, and I remember going into school, and I'm just a preface, 9/11's a happy day for me, okay? This ends well. It ends well. Plane flew into the Pentagon. I'm in class. I didn't know if he's gonna live or not, right? And then later on in the day, the intercom rings and they're like, Keith Johnson, come to the office. The Pentagon's calling you. I don't know if you ever got a call from the Pentagon, but you feel cool as shit. I'm like, all right, I know who that is. That's Daddy. That's Daddy. Let me go. And it was him saying, I'll be home for dinner. And it was like, it was an American, like, I felt like it was a good moment. And so then we got on the bus and rode back to the Air Force Base. But I remember, like, going on where everybody was sad. Like, just imagine me on the bus. Y'all are the school bus, and y'all are all sad, and I'm the only one smiling. Looking at y'all like, yo, daddy dead. Yo, daddy dead. Yo, mama dead. Your parents still getting a divorce, nigga. Y'all, I won. My family's a winner, dog. We ain't dying over 9/11. 9/11 ain't stopping us. Life's trying to stop me right now. I got out of a depression recently. I'm good. I'm great. I'm feeling good. I got the fat depression, though. I hate that. Don't you wish you had the skinny depression where you could just get sad and then come back with abs? Like, oh, I was so sad for 2 weeks, and now I got this. You get so sad, you come back with the V. That's what I need in my life right now. I could tell I'm getting, or I was getting out of depression because people started assuming I was Samoan. I'm Korean and black, so then I was like, nah, I had a box of Samoas. That's what that was. You ever have to do cardio so you can say nigga again on stage? That's where I'm at. Because otherwise you'll be like, why is Moana on stage just saying the N-word profusely? Are Hawaiians allowed to say that? What's the rule on Hawaiians? They're not. But they probably do, because who's stopping them? You know what I mean? We're not going to Waikiki to be like, hey, you can't say that, bro. Cannot. My vice, I'm grateful that I don't have a vice that includes like heavy drinking or heavy smoking or drugs and shit. My vice is shopping. I don't like to admit that, but I'll black out and wake up with a brand new suit from Zara. Like, God damn it, Keith, you did it again. And it makes it difficult in life because like during my worst moments, I'm dressed the best. So looking back, you can't tell what was the hard part, you know? They don't understand it, dog. They don't understand it. It's like, yo, you see that right there, that fresh ass outfit? That cream outfit he had on? Yeah, he was going through it. That's the only way, dog. Fresh to death. I'm close. You see how good this outfit is? I'm fucking close to doing it, but I'm not. I look great on camera. God damn, I'm fresh as fuck. Okay. Sad. Remember this moment, Keith. You made it through. It's only 6 more months until you're on TV. I went to the beach today. It's so hard to get to the beach. We always want to go, but you don't go because life will stop you. And then, you know who reminded me to go to the beach? Mexican families. Because Mexican families, they go to the beach. They don't even need bathing suits. I saw a Mexican dad in the water with jeans on. I was like, there's no reason why I should be not going to the beach. The son had on his Little League uniform. He had cleats on the beach. The daughter had on an Elsa Halloween costume and cowboy boots. Mexican families, though, that's where it's at. I don't have anything to be truly sad about, though, because my life was good. But I get weird energy from certain people, and that's children of divorce. If you're, because I grew up with both parents, only child. I could feel that shit just beaming on me as soon as I walk in the room. I could feel it. I'm like, oh, your parents got divorced in 8th grade, and it's not my fault. It's not my fault your parents got divorced. It's your fault, okay? You couldn't hold your family together like I did, all right? You went weird. You went weird in 8th grade. I stayed in the pocket, got good grades. Meanwhile, you wanted to go the Hot Topic route. And you know what? Your dad didn't believe in you, okay? And he was like, I'm going to go start a new family and run it back because he believed in himself. Good for him. Let an 8th grader stop you from living your dreams. Not me. My dad got his master's degree. You know what I mean? I empowered him. That's how good of a kid I was. Like, I want to work harder for him. Look at him. I believe in this nigga, bro. But my mom, like, here's the thing when you're like an only child, like, you have to deal with life not giving you what you grew up with. And so, like, my mom hit me with this the other day. She was like, are you going to come home? I haven't seen you in a long time. And I was like, yeah, I'll come home. And she was like, okay, let me know when you buy a plane ticket. And I was like, no, Mom, you let me know when you buy the plane ticket. Go ahead, email me the plane confirmation number like we usually do. And she was like, no, you buy it this time. And I was like, Mom, I'm 33 years old. I'm a baby. What do you mean buy my own plane ticket? This is how I go to the airport. I show the lady the confirmation number. She walks me to the pilot, introduces me to him. Pilot gives me wings and a snack pack. We fly, take off, land, and then a Jamaican lady comes with a wheelchair, and then I get into that because I'm so tired. I'm so tired from walking because this is a direct flight. So if I have like a layover, I could get lost. So then she pushes me to my parents. I make both of my parents come get me. And then they get out the car and they give me a kiss on each side of the cheek. And then my dad lifts me up. And then I call shotgun and make my mom ride in the back. That's how I fly. That's how I fly every time. My mom wouldn't tell me why she was doing this. I was like, why are you making me buy my own plane ticket? And she wouldn't tell me. And then I threatened to go into foster care. And she was like, okay, I'll tell you. And she was like, your dad said I need to cut the umbilical cord. And I was like, cut the umbilical cord? Get your ass over here, man. What the fuck do you mean, cut the umbilical cord? I'm never cutting this thing. This is where my vitamins and my nutrients and my Venmos come through. You want to know struggle? You ever have to teach your mom how to re-download Venmo? That's just pain, bruh. I'm not wishing that on anybody. That's a struggle. You ever been at brunch and you just ordered bottomless mimosas for the table and your mom's like, no, I'll just go to the bank, and you're like, Mom, it is Saturday, okay? I need you to put the fucking money through Venmo because the money won't hit till Monday. And I still got to go to Zara afterwards to pick up turtlenecks because I got a photo shoot for my half birthday, okay? You need to step it up, Mom. That's pain, dog. I'm not putting that on anyone. That's my mud. This is my mud right now. You see that right there? You see, Keith, you're in the mud right now. Okay. I'm trying to think of, I was reading the 48 Laws of Power. Here's the thing, man. I used to believe in that book until I saw a video of the author, and yo, that nigga's ugly as shit, dog. you really understand why he had to write that book. He was so ugly that when he was on camera, his face just started bleeding. I was like, ew. You have no choice but to be powerful, bro. You ain't nobody buying you a drink, you ugly ass. Good-looking people have it hard. People don't. I'm saying this is the truth. Good-looking people have it hard, dog. Because y'all don't want us to win. I walk in, just natural defense on me, like just hating, like, oh, that didn't happen. I'm like, why are you hating on me? Tom Brady is an example of that. People don't want him to win no matter how great he's playing, you know? When you're good looking, people don't want you to win. When you're ugly, people don't expect you to win. You know what I mean? So we're happy when you do, like, damn, he did all that? He wrote that book, 48 Laws? That's good for him, man. I'm going to read it. Ugly ass nigga, dog. Don't listen to ugly people. They'll lead you astray. If you ain't, sometimes you have to hold down a party when you're the good-looking person. You don't know what it's like to have that much charisma. If I leave, everybody leaves. You feel, right. Dog, you know that pressure. I got to dress up extra good because then there's no party. I'm going to get out. I want to be woke, man. I want to be more woke. You got to be careful where you get books from, because I was trying to stay up, to, in tune with what was happening. So I asked my friend who's a professor of African American studies. I was like, "Yo, do you have any books to read?" And he was like, "Yeah, I got you within 72 hours, Brother Johnson." I was like, "Fuck, that's a black ass sentence right there." That's a black ass sentence. 72 hours, that's a 3-day weekend. That's, and he sent back this list, and it was black as fuck. It was like, Malcolm X Reloaded. And I was like, oof. You want to fix America? And I was like, yeah, I do. Burn that bitch down. I was like, oof. I was like, what else did they got? And I was like, why white women are wrong. And I was like, ugh, shit. I want to read that book, but I couldn't buy any of these books online. Like, yeah, the fucking feds will be after me. So I decided to get an audio book. I don't know if you ever been driving around listening to an audio book so black you got to turn that shit down in nice neighborhoods, but that shit, I was like, man, we gonna ruin the homeowners association. All right, I gotta go. Thank you. I'm Keith Johnson, everybody.
Keep it going for Keith, man. Wasn't he funny? So funny. I'm so happy that I got him to come out here, man. It's a good dude. It's a good dude. Very funny at the store, crushing it, It's dope. I recently found a place, It's hard finding a place out here. Man, you dealing with, racism and shit and the housing market, and, I'm not that cute. But I had to look in the mirror and admit to myself that I look like I sell coconuts. You know what I'm saying? I own a machete. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want that guy in the apartment. I look like my mom owns a bed and breakfast and I don't help out enough. I just come downstairs like, what, y'all needed a room? This is a lazy gesture to me right here. Nobody with good work ethic does this. What if your doctor did this? What, you kidney? No, you spleen. My fault. Let me get your chart. Recently, I'm adopted, and I've been thinking about it lately, And it's weird because that makes my birthday my first rejection, My mom spent however many hours in labor, pushed me out, looked down at me, and was like, I'm cool. Next! But, I found out about when I was like 5. I remember when I found out I was going through my parents' shit like a nosy kid would, and I found a picture of me being held by 2 white ladies, So I went to my mom and I was like, Mom, who are these white women, And she was like, go downstairs and watch TV, you know. So I went down there, and she came down sometime later, and she was like, you know, it was hard for me and your father to have kids, you know, so we'll always love you. It was just hard for us to have kids, so we went down to the south side of Chicago, and we found you in a warehouse, you know. And I was like, you could have told me these was family friends. Lie to me. I'm trying to watch lamb chops, damn. You could have held that back till I was like 8. It's crazy finding out you're adopted because you start realizing how different you are from the people, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I notice now my overall, like, just, like, what is the word? Disposition and the way I think and the way I act. But I was adopted by black people. What if I was adopted by white people? You know what I'm saying? I'm just walking around with a big ass dick for no reason. Can't wear sweatpants, don't know why. Jeans, Tommy! We wear jeans to bed. Or what if I was a girl adopted by all white family? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody taking care of my hair right. I just got one big ass dread. Big ass booty, you know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody know how to shop for jeans for me. They're just like, her waist is so small and, you know. It's fucked up. And then recently I've been like finding some of my family on like Ancestry.com and shit, and that's just very weird, you know? It's wild. One lady, like that's my first cousin apparently, she's been like calling me and she was like, I think this is our grandfather, you know? And she sent me a picture of the crustiest nigga I ever seen. I didn't accept it. I wanted to go back to being an orphan. I was like, nah. You find out shit you don't want to find out. This nigga was from Mississippi and moved to Chicago because he had kids he didn't want to deal with no more. And then continued to have more kids and changed his last name. So we got that in common. No, I'm just playing. That's fucked up. That's, hell no, I had no kids, man. That's fucked up. Quick question, man. You think this is the same head that we was getting back in the 1800s? Real quick question. You think slaves gave you a head? You think Harriet Tubman gave you a head? You think she was twisting the hand up the shaft? So that the saliva will go up to the tip? I got some head so good the other day, my socks was wet. I was like, damn, girl! Damn! Okay, you guys don't want to go there with me, fine. Wild. I was dating this trans girl for a little while. And we was playing 2K, okay? And I won fair and square, so I got up to give me something to drink, right? I won. And she was like, no, nigga, run that shit back! And I was like, now, Nadine, you're a little bit out of character right now. Have you been taking your hormones? I never dated a trans person, but if I did, I don't care. I wouldn't care if I did. That's, you know, people think that joke is about gender shit, but it's really about competition. You know what I'm saying? I realized that I like walking down dark alleys at night. You know, but that's kind of like my privilege as a man to just enjoy a dark alley at night. And I'll be thinking about, like, it's stoic and it's just beautiful. And I was thinking about, like, man, my girl would love this, you know what I'm saying? She'd be walking with me and she'd be like, wow, is that the graffiti? Wow, it looks so different. Wow. Oh, is that a puddle? Wow, the street lights? Wow, I've never seen that. And it hit me like, damn, my girl never seen this before, you know? She can't even be out at night, you know? She ain't never even seen the stars, you know? And that's why I think women believe in astrology. Because they ain't never seen the stars. Because if you never seen the stars, you would think that shit's like connected to God or some shit. I don't. It's not. No. I like getting my ass eaten. Okay. I don't even want to tell that joke, actually. I don't even want to tell that joke. I served 5 years in the Marine Corps. You know, I'll come back to it. But I served 5 years in the Marine Corps. Don't clap. You know, I just flew drones. And it's weird, you know, And then I was married, and then I got divorced when I was out, you know? And so it's weird. You going back into dating and shit, and girls are like, what's your sign, you know? And I'm like, I bombed the school, you know? They like, what's your favorite color? I can't sleep at night, you know? I got PTSD, I got ADHD, I got ED. My dick is hard all the time. It's hard. Okay. Every time I like go to a girl's house, it's like she's living in the movie Memento, you know? You seen it? You seen the movie? Okay, but instead of like clues to who murdered her lover, it's like just daily wellness fucking notes, you know? It'll be like take probiotic or meditate, you know, or go to the DMV. And I know you're like, Mark, yeah, that's what Post-it notes are for. You're supposed to write down notes for yourself, you know what I'm saying? But no, these shits will say some shit like breathe, you know? Just breathe on there. And, you know, I've been trying to, it's just women, but then, you know, they be going through some shit. You know, they're really like whooping some type of psychosis ass, like, you know, OCD or some shit. You know, they're really like taking care of it. Niggas is living with the same shit, but we just don't do anything for it, you know? We just are debilitating every day, you know? And I try to tell my homie, I was like, hey, man, you know, like, I'm going to start making lists. I'm going to start making lists for, hold on, there's a tag in here that I don't want to fuck up. So let me give me a second, girl. Okay. Yeah, okay, so, Jesus. Okay. So I was like, hey, man, I want to start making lists for my daily, you know, shit. He was like, this Judy Blume ass nigga. And I was like, Judy Blume isn't even known for making lists. And he was like, yeah, I know. She's a teenage detective that has her found her worth in solving small crimes in Horseshoe Bay, Maine. Okay? Is that you, nigga? Are you from Horseshoe Bay, Maine? And then he said, my fault, nigga, I forgot to go to the DMV. This is a new joke, okay? It's a little wordy, and I don't even know if I was supposed to say Judy Blume. Okay, I like getting my ass eaten. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I like getting ass eaten, but I only let white women do it, okay? Because, you know, they're not just gonna give us our reparations, you know? We gotta take them, you know? But I eat theirs too, so I'm not Malcolm X or anything. I'm just a nasty nigga. Just nasty. I hate telling this joke in front of my friends because they always do the same thing. This nigga gay? Hell no, he gay. Tell somebody. And that's not the case, man. That's what I came here to tell you, man. Getting your butt licked by a girl doesn't make you gay, you know? But whenever I tell this joke, it's always weird. Somebody always comes up to me out of nowhere. They be like, how's it feel? You know? They be coming out the bushes, how's it feel? And I be like, what? You know? And if I had to put words to it, if I had to explain it and explain what it's like yeah, ha, ha, ha. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I'm ice skating, you know. I feel like I'm at brunch and they playing Maxwell. That's what it feels. I feel like I'm on a yacht in Miami and there's a Spanish woman whispering in my ear. Rosa batastasta. I don't know if that's racist. My name is Mark Boyd. You guys have been a delight. I'm gonna call up our next comic, okay? I've known this dude. Thank you guys, man. You guys are wonderful. This next comic dude, I fucking love him. We pretty much started out together. He's a fucking badass. I've been to his house for Thanksgiving several fucking times. I love him. Give a warm welcome to Spencer Kalendar.
Oh, thank you. Look at all that love. He only came one time. I only invited him once, all right? But it was a good-ass Thanksgiving. Whew. Man, this place rules. Give it up for Carter, his lady with all the technology. I don't know your name or else, man. Sliding cameras, this is way cool. I went to Keenan's wedding too, and it was brutal for me, actually. I had a broken foot during the wedding, and that's actually why I'm wearing shorts and flip-flops. I don't have to explain anything to you, but that's why, all right? My foot hurts. And I just got these today, so they're not even broken in, so it's a big risk for me, all right? And I'm only wearing these short, I didn't even have shorts, but then my mom's boyfriend started dating a guy who does plumbing for Volcom. I got a good discount. But that wedding really sucked for me because I couldn't dance the whole wedding, and it's the only wedding I've ever been to when they played not one, not two, but 3 Nelly songs. I danced to 0 Nelly songs. The bartender in the back danced so hard her boyfriend stormed out, actually. That's how good Nelly was. I would have gone EI instead of Hot in Here, personally, because I am a sucker for cornrows and manicured toes. Woo! But I don't know, let me just say about my journey, I suppose. I'm trying to be more progressive, more understanding of other people, big supporter of feminism. Except I'm also a huge fan of people making me sandwiches, and feminism has really fucked that up for me. I'm not sexist, I'm just hungry, and there's a lot more love when someone provides it for me. So there's a time in my life where I could just say to a girl, like, hey, babe, make me a sandwich. She'd be like, yeah, no problem, dude. Now, post-COVID and whatever, I go, yo, babe, make me a sandwich. She goes, hey, fuck you, dick. Whew. I still need my needs met, though, so I had to recalibrate. So I just came back at her. I'm like, excuse me, queen? Could you make me one of those feminist sandwiches, please? She's like, a feminist sandwich? What's a feminist sandwich? And then I just mansplain the ingredients to a sandwich to her. It's like, it really changed the game for me big time. And she looks at me, she's like, why do you even want me to make this for you? And I said, because you're brave, mayonnaise and mustard. You are strong. Do we have any avocados left? And sexy on your own terms, cut it diagonal. People used to be scared of Muslims in this country, Trans people have kind of taken the weight for the Muslims for the time being, but they'll be back, don't you worry. There's too many of them in the world. They got to be back in some capacity. They will have their time again, don't you worry. But being an American, people are like, oh, you guys don't like immigrants in this country. Look how you treat Muslim people. And I think that's bullshit. We just don't like anything new in this country. So if you're brand new, we're going to be a little standoffish for a while, all right? You think we like Chinese people when they showed up? Fuck no. But what did Chinese people do? They showed up and they deep fried little bits of chicken and covered it in spicy sauce for us, and we loved it. And we brought them into our world. We're like, hey, Chinese people, you're not so bad. We'll buy our liquor from you. We'll get our food from you. It's going to be sick. So any Muslims out there trying to get accepted quicker, just get better food. It's simple as that. Just get better food. And I've had people say to me, like, Mediterranean food is very good, very good. Yeah, but you guys don't fuck with pork, and you don't mess with alcohol. And that is not the American way. We love pork and alcohol in this country, all right? They say that black doesn't crack, right? Isn't it odd, though, that to crack black, you must smoke crack? I don't know, it's what a coincidence that is. That the exact same thing, called crack, you smoke it. But there was a time where crack didn't even exist, and that must have really sucked for white dudes who were really racist. Like, God damn it, we gotta crack these blacks. How are we gonna do it? They're not cracking themselves, and we wanna crack them. They're just fucking waving their dicks around, making us look bad. Over at the CIA, hey, what are you working on, Johnson? Actually, crack, now that you mention it. They cracked R. Kelly good. God. They cracked his ass for 30 years. Which is poetic because it's also the 30th anniversary of his sex tape dropping, He didn't get charged till 2002, but that shit was in the swap meets for years before that. Shout out Carson Swap Meet, 30-year anniversary. And I believe R. Kelly should go to prison and everything. I think he did it. However, he got brought down the same way that SeaWorld got brought down, by a documentary. I wanted cops to bust R. Kelly, to do their job, not some UCLA film graduates who are like, we're going to bring R. Kelly down big time. And he suffers from something that a lot of black men in America suffer from, systemic horniness. What's a man to do? Because it must have fucked with his head, because there was a time where if you wanted to make it in America, as a black man, you just had to be super talented. That was pretty much it, and you could do whatever the fuck you wanted in this country. There was a singer named Leadbelly, like 100 years ago. He murdered somebody in Texas, and they sent him to prison. And then the warden just let him out because he wrote him a song. That's all he did. He just wrote him a song, and they're like, you know what, Leadbelly? We're in Texas where we especially hate your kind here, but you know what? You're one hell of a songwriter, bro. Go on, get out there. We all know about Bill Cosby, obviously. I want to say I never found Bill Cosby's comedy to be funny. I don't think sex offenders are very funny. They make incredible musicians, though. Oh, my God. The way they strum and pluck those keys, I can't. One guy said to me after the show, like, what about Michael Vick? He's talented. He got busted. Yeah, but Michael Vick fucked with dogs. You can beat the shit out of your woman, but do not touch her chihuahua or there will be consequences. Obviously, R. Kelly's the wildest one, though, because he put that shit on tape, man. He put it on tape. And he just got cocky, because amongst a jury of his peers, they said, you know what, you didn't do it. We saw the tape. We don't think that was you. And what did he do? You thought he was going to rectify the situation, go right? No, he came out with Chocolate Factory, which was just track after sexy-ass track about fucking women, the exact same thing he went to court for. I would have been losing my mind if I was friends with R. Kelly. Like, please sing about anything else, bro, anything else. Sing about your Lexus. Do and I Believe I Could Fly Too. I don't know. Anything. But R. Kelly said, no, I am too goddamn smooth to go to jail. Have you heard the Ignition remix? Have you stepped in the name of love? And he was toot-tooting and beeping his way to the bank until like 19 more tapes came out at the Carson swap meet, and then boom, R. Kelly is done. I do like dating black women, though. I had a decent run. No one believes me because of my shorts and my flip-flops, but it happened. I got one black girl who worked at Whole Foods to have sex with me and opened up a door for a brief period for 3 of them, right? And then at some point, I just got cut out of the community completely. It's unfortunate. I really liked it. I mean, I didn't like all the snide remarks, but you know, I was so amped first time I had sex with the black girl to R. Kelly. It was pretty big deal to me. It was he wasn't in trouble yet. But she just mumbles to her. She's just like, I can't believe I fucked this goofy-ass white boy. Like, I'm sitting right here. She didn't even say it to me. But no one talks about, like, some of the perks of dating black women. One thing, this is more of a practical thing, black women's skin is a way better canvas for my cum. I cannot see my cum when I fuck a white girl. I have to get way too close to the skin, and it's just as an artist. I also like to shame them if they haven't watched The Wire. That's the other. But I do want to talk about my journey with Christ for a little bit. It hasn't always been a straight path. It's been crooked as hell. Sometimes the sandy footprints were next to me. Sometimes they weren't. But this is what got me hooked on God hardcore. I was like 5 years old. My grandma took me to this thing called The Glory of Christmas. Glory doesn't even begin to describe this thing. This was a religious experience. They had like 50 actors, camels, wise men, goats, dude. It was insane. And that was just part 1. They do Glory of Easter next. And I looked at my grandma and I said, I cannot wait to see them nail him on the cross. I am in, God. I'm in. This is crazy. And my grandma took me, and I knew it wasn't real. I knew it was a play, but I could not figure out how they were going to nail a man on a cross before my very eyes. And how are they going to do it? How are they going to do it? And they just turned the lights off and made hammering noises. So I was out on God 100%, completely. Like, God, you got to go, man. Ace Ventura just came out. I don't think I need you anymore. And then I got to junior high, and I discovered something called youth group. Basically, none of the girls at my school liked me, but girls at church liked me. So I was back with the Lord, real hardcore. Back with you, God. Then the crocodile hunter got killed while Anthony Bourdain stayed on this earth. So I was out on God, obviously. Anthony Bourdain rectified that situation for God. But I was out on God. I was done. And then they introduced this thing called lock-in, where they just lock you into a church with all the girls you're trying to hook up with for 24 hours. It's insane. So I was back with Christ. Boom, boom. And then I'm in the storage room, and the guitar-playing youth pastor busts me with this girl, totally pissed off. Then it turns out, I find out years later, he was hooking up with those chicks, too. I'm 13, he's 30 and plays guitar. I can't compete with that. So, I'm out on God. Fuck you, Tack. I don't care how good of a surfer you are, bro. I'm out. But then they did this thing called jambalaya, where they got every inflatable everything in the world. Slides, sumo suits, jousting, bitchin' shit. I'm back with God 100%. I'm walking in the light of the Lord. And then an hour into it, they just deflated everything and made us go into church. So I was out on God. I was like, fuck this. Why aren't you being honest with me, God? You're tricking my ass. I'm going to go because Haley's mom isn't picking us up till 10, so I got to go in there. And I reluctantly go into that service, and the special speaker for the evening was the man who bashed in Nancy Kerrigan's leg. Not Jeff Gillooly, not the guys who planned it, but the guy who put pipe to bone and ruined a woman's Olympic dreams. And I have been walking straight with the Lord ever since. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Give it up for Spencer Kalendar. That was quite the wild ride. Hell yeah. I don't know why, but I really want to sing, Our God is an awesome God, He reigns from heaven above. That's all I know, because that's the only clip of the song that was on the infomercial when I was a kid growing up. But damn, that's a banger. I need to cue that one out as a ballad worthy of God. All right. It's been a pretty good show, right? We're doing all right. We're going to kick it into high gear now, and we'll welcome one of our favorite comics. So please start clapping now for Kelly McInerney.
What up? Throwing a taco in this sausage fest. What up? There's another girl, but I'm the first one. Hey. You guys talking about God? I think God's kind of like an angry James Corden, Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. My mom gets mad at me. She's like, Kelly, you should have a little faith. Have a little faith, So I bought a tiny dog, named her Faith. Shut the fuck up, Mom. I know I have privilege. It's funny, people with privilege can't even spell it, Like I had to Google it. Turns out we have something in common. Don't get any D. I'm single. What up? I'm so single. How single are you? Thank you so much. I'm so single I miss the feeling of warm jizz on my naked chest. What if I just kept doing that? So now I just pour soup onto it. Bonus point, soup tastes better. Sometimes you get some veggies and noodles. Surprise, slurp, slurp. Oh, God. God, my life. I don't know. I do curse out my mom a lot. It's pretty, I don't know. Is it because I'm from New Jersey or an asshole? Or just both? I mean, I think it's like a term of endearment. I say, fuck you more than I love you to her. But my dad's dead, and she's an old white lady, so I feel like it's on my shoulders. It's my responsibility to tell her to shut the fuck up sometimes, Okay. What's up? What do you guys want to talk about, huh? You guys like pussy jokes? You guys think if I rename my vagina Xbox, more guys will play with it? Here's your Call of Duty, okay? Put your first-person shooter into my first-person cooter. We'll see how many kills you get. I had to Google all that terminology because I don't play games. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know if you could tell from my face or pants, but I live in a hipster neighborhood. It's pretty cool, though, because one thing I learned in the pandemic is how much I love going on stoned walks, especially at night, just seeing what people watch on TV. It's pretty fun. You get lost in, I don't know what they watch. But it's fun because, like, it's not threatening, you know? Living in a hipster neighborhood. What's going to happen? The guy with the fedora is going to whack me over the head with his free library stand? Men that choose to wear overalls as a fashion statement don't carry guns. Doesn't fit in that big pocket. Nothing does. It's annoying. Ah, man. People were talking about the pandemic. I don't know. Closest thing I've seen to a dick was the shit I took earlier this morning. Still bigger than my ex's dick, though. What's up? Fuck him, right? I wanna. You guys like sad single jokes. Cool. I got an hour's worth. No. I'm alone. I don't know. I like living alone. I live alone. A lot of people were like, wasn't it lonely in the pandemic? Fuck no, dude. It was great. I can't wait to go home right now. I know we're out. It's exciting. Can't wait to go home. I could watch dinosaurs at home, you know? I could watch Zac Efron's sweet ass, pause it, and not watch the rest of that shitty Ted Bundy movie, you know? It's great. I save a lot on laundry, you know. I do wear underwear, though, because I don't want to slug it up on my couch with my wet pussy. Yeah, it's like a leaky faucet, fellas. I was like, for a while, I was a millennial that was like holding on to my skinny jeans. I'm like, these fucking Gen Z people don't have nice asses, you know? Then I tried these on, and I'm like, oh, it's 'cause they got wet pussies, too. And they're trying to air it out. They don't want to swamp ass it. Like, I get it. Or swamp cooch it? I don't know. It's comfy. This is comfy. My friend thought I should change, and I was like, fuck you, dude. I got a big dick. No. I feel like if I was a guy, I'd have BDE, you know? Even if I didn't have one, I'd be that white dude that's pretended I had a big dick, you know? I don't know. I do like dick pics. I think they're very funny. That's one thing that didn't end in the pandemic. I know in like February 2020, I was DMing a guy, or he DM'd me. And he's like, 8:30 in the morning. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, working. You? And he's like, same. Dick pic. 8:30 a.m. This wasn't your average dick pic either. It was encased in a penis like enlargement thing, so it looked like the Beauty and the Beast rose, but a dick. Did I show all of my coworkers? Absolutely. That dick needed an audience, you know? I think they're funny. Like, dicks are way more funnier than vaginas, you know? It's great. Like, a vagina's like art, you know? It's cool to look at. But a dick, put that in anything. It's hilarious. It's on the cover of The Little Mermaid, you know? Disney is secretly crazy. I guess they're not. You know, he's probably frozen. I don't know. He's a frozen Nazi or whatever, right? I'm just going on a tangent. Back to dicks. How about this? This is a PSA to all my friends. Please stop asking me to be on your softball leagues and basketball teams. Okay, my friends want me to do this. They think I'm athletic. I'm not. I try to be. I joined an all-lady basketball team called the LA Nail Clippers. It's their real name. I lied to them and said I did it in high school, when in actuality I went to a Sparks game on Molly and felt inspired. Am I terrible? Yes. Do they know? Probably that I'm lying. I am good at defense, though. I'm good at defense. My one teammate called me a pit bull on the court the other day. And it's like, of course, I'm from New Jersey. Who's not good at, you know? If it was calzones and road rage, I'd crush it. Oh, man. I do go on the dating apps. I hate them. The other day, somebody asked me to do hot yoga for a first date. Gross. And then I thought about it, and I was like, might as well just figure out what we smell like straight out the gate, right? Let's do this. So I went with him, and I fucking blew him away, you know? I farted, scared him off. Yeah, that's probably the reason why I'm alone. You know, I've never held a fart in my entire life. A lot of girls in new relationships are like, I gotta go to the bathroom to let a poot out. I'm like, he loves me for me. Just let it rip. I should try. Should make an attempt. Oh man, you guys like smoking weed? How about that? Yeah? You guys stoned right now? Maybe? Hell yeah. I see the slow nods. That's what I like. No woos, just yeah. I love it. I like smoking weed because I think it's like more safe. The world is more safe when I smoke weed. Like the other day, I saw on my wall, I thought I saw a bug. Freaked out, looked closer, just some sauce. Just some sauce. And then that fear turned into impressed because I was like, how'd that sauce get that high up on that wall? Like, this is pretty cool of me, I guess. I don't know. I was driving the other day, smoking a joint, and I thought I burned my pants again. Turns out I just drove past a fire. I was like, okay, cool, at least I'm okay. And then I got scared the other day. I thought I was talking to a ghost because I heard a voice. Turns out just butt dialed my friend. Love it. Like, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? I'm going to fall asleep? Good. I don't have to watch all of Top Gun Maverick. Fuck that movie. Except a TikTok. Somebody makes really great my company does. You don't, whatever. I don't know. Dick pics are funny. We did that. How about this? I do like smoking weed because, you know, one thing I realized in the pandemic what my fears are. And my fear now is time. You know, I'm white. I'm going to crack pretty hard, you know? I'm not a Karen. I'm a Kelly, and that's too close. Only thing I can do is smoke all the weed and pray I turn into Susan Sarandon. Oh, man. I'll leave you with one more thing. I'm very picky with the apps. On the apps, I don't like any weird names. I'm not talking about non-English names. I'm white, but I'm not my mom, you know? I'm talking about names like Shadow and Razor. Just so you know, we want to know what your real name is and not your DJ name, okay? Only reason your name is Shadow is if your mom is a vampire slayer. If so, I want to fuck your mom. I did match with a DJ. I knew he was one because he had two pictures, one like this and one like this. And he knew his name was Mickey D, and he knew it because he answered all the Hinge questions with McDonald's-related answers. My dream dinner date is Ronald McDonald. We'll get along well if you like it supersized. Happiness means to me having it your way. No, Mickey D. No, that's Burger King, you idiot. So I fucked him, you know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I was fine with it. It was fine. That's it. My name is Kelly McInerney. Bye.
Yeah, keep it going for Kelly, man. Fuck. Nah, that's weird. Y'all having fun? Are y'all having fun? That's good. Get another drink, man. You know, if you need one. We should play some music after this and hang out. But right now, I'm gonna bring up a good friend of mine. You know, I would say this is like the free nigga archetype. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Give it up right now for Aston Wallace.
Oh
don't know what that nigga said about me, but it's not true. Do you think I was funny? Oh, that's true. How y'all doing? Good? Y'all like this professional ass room? All right, you wouldn't expect that. I wasn't. This is nice. He was like, the stage has holes in it. Don't wear heels. That's what he told us. That was the only message we got about the show was to not wear heels. I was like, I'm coming in the Eagle shirt. Like, I'm in the backyard. It's next to the Church of Fun. I'm used to crackhead shit. I'm a downtown motherfucker. I live downtown. I know crackhead shit. We got any downtown people out here? So y'all don't got homeless friends. Okay, I got it. That's a rule of downtown. You got to have a homeless friend. You got to have... You just like, the nigga you take care of, you know what I'm saying? Just like one dude, you like know about them, you know their story, you know where they stay. They can't know where you stay. That's important. They can't know where the entrance to your building is, especially if you give them money. Like I give them money. I do. I don't do that food stuff. You know how people do I'll give you food. Are you hungry? I don't want to give you money for drugs. Do you want a sandwich? I'll buy you a sandwich. You're just going to spend it on drugs. And I was like, you're an asshole. Like that's... Just assuming shit right to this dude's face. And you being short-sighted, you know what I mean? Because like that old saying goes, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. If you give him money for crack, he don't got to eat for 2 or 3 days. So like that's... I'm doing the streets favors. I'm holding it down. I'm not fucking with homeless people. I'm not. I recognize that I could be homeless any day now. Like most of us are like 3 paychecks away from being homeless. It could be me. I got a plan though. I'm gonna marry rich. It's a solid plan. Men can have that plan too now. It's for everybody now. The top 3 richest people in the world got divorced in the last 2 years. Jeff Bezos got divorced. Elon Musk got divorced. Bill Gates got divorced. And I was like kicking it with my homie, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna bag me one of their ex-wives." I was like, "You sound dumb. Didn't you hear they was single?" Like I'm paying attention who's writing the checks. Jeff Bezos' wife got $37 billion in the divorce. $37 billion. If I got $37 billion, I'd automatically be the richest black man on earth. Automatically. My homie was like, "Yeah, but you gonna suck a dick for $37 billion? It's like for the rest of my life. Like what are we I'm gonna suck the best dick that's ever been sucked before. That's gonna be calling up my ex-girlfriends like, yo, remember that thing you did that made me stay for 3 more months? What was that?" Like what's this, for one of your bitches? Like, I'm the bitch now, just shut up. I'll cut you in, don't worry about it. He's like, "Nah, but acid niggas gonna call you gay. Broke niggas?" Like, I don't give a fuck. Focus on this trickle down your chin economics. That's where I'm at. I'm not a religious person, if you couldn't tell. Y'all religious. Y'all sing your church songs and shit. I heard that. Not judging y'all. I was raised like real religious. I was Jehovah's Witness. I had my Bible. I knew my Bible. That shit was highlighted, tabbed up. I knew all the books. Like I was familiar with the Bible, but I just kept getting the stories wrong. Like the first time I read Genesis. I turned to my mom. I was like, "Oh, good book. So the devil's a good guy." And she was like, "What? No, nigga. What book was you reading? Like you read the book all wrong." I was like, "Well, Mom, why don't you explain it to me then, man?" I read the book. And she was like, "Okay, the devil's bad." I was like, "All right, I'm with you. Why is the devil bad?" She was like, "Okay, the devil gave Eve an apple in the garden." I was like, "Bitch, that sounds lovely." Like, Mom, I am 6 years old. I know what a good day is. That is fruit in the garden, Mom. And she's like, no, Aston, you don't understand. The apple was poison. I was like, "Oh, shit. He tried to kill her? What did he use? Cyanide, bleach?" And she was like, "Knowledge." And I was like, "You sound dumb. You sound dumb, Mom. Stop talking to me." And the devil just turned into a snake, slithered up to Eve and was like, "You want to know some shit?" Like that's, yo, titties out. Like that's such a weird part of the Bible to me. Cause like if you do, in the Bible, Adam and Eve are naked in the Garden of Eden. They're totally happy being naked in the Garden of Eden. They have no shame in their bodies. But then the devil comes down and he gives them knowledge. And with that knowledge, they have the knowledge of their naked bodies. And that's why we wear clothes today, is because of that shame. And I was like, Mom, do you mean to tell me that the dude you told me was gonna want to do drugs and have sex with crazy people and all this other wild shit was also like, Eve, cover up. Like, don't even sound like Satan. Not my Satan. Don't sound like, not my Satan. I'm black, it's cool. To y'all. For us, it's hard. For black people, it's hard, but to everybody else, black is cool as shit. Ain't nothing cooler you can do than be black. Like, it's crazy. It's just there's no concept of not cool black people. Like, who's the coolest president? Obama. Nigga's not cool. Like, that's Barack Obama went to Harvard. That's not cool. You ever see Barack Obama play basketball? His knees touch when he take a jump shot. That's not cool nigga shit. He's just black. Like, I've watched them try to make nerdy black people. There's been two. There was Steve Urkel, and they were just like, give him big glasses, make his pants. Like, they didn't know what to do. And the other one was in the movie Nerds. You ever see the movie Nerds? Y'all remember the movie Nerds? Yeah, the black one, he's not a nerd. He's just gay. Like, that's... he's just styling the whole movie. They're like, I don't know what to do. But that's like a good stereotype, right? Like people act like good stereotypes are fine, but I don't like any stereotype. Like, cause like a good stereotype isn't cool if you don't fit into that stereotype. So then it's fucking you up, right? Like, I have stereotypes about black people that don't apply to me that make my life more difficult, and I don't really appreciate it. Like, for instance, like, I like ice in my drinks. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. In my family, you don't get ice in your drinks because that's where they get you. That's where they get you. That they trying to steal that soda from you. Light ice, please. And I know I worked at McDonald's. They teach you when you work at McDonald's, they go, hey man, black people don't like a lot of ice. So don't put a lot of ice in. Hot fries, not a lot of ice. There's rules. Get killed. But I like ice. I don't need all that soda. I like a cold drink. But now it puts me in a predicament when I go to Chick-fil-A and shit, and I go up to the counter, and I want to order my drink, but I can't ask for extra ice, right? Because I don't want extra ice. That's not what I'm looking for. But I can't ask for a regular amount of ice because they going to give me, like, you know what I mean, what they think I want. So now I got to go up to Chick-fil-A and go to the counter and be like, hey, man, could I get a white amount of ice? Just give me the ice you give to white people. I'll be trying to go easy on white people, though. I'm trying to get easier on them. Because I got some, I don't listen to white rappers. It's a rule I have in my life. I refuse to listen to white rappers. And I know it's racist, I know, but I believe in it. People always be like, we're like, what about Eminem, though? You don't listen to Eminem? I'm like, it's my Eminem rule. That's what I call it. It's the Eminem rule. I was like, because I remember when Eminem came out, I was around when Eminem dropped, right? The streets went crazy. Everyone lost their minds. They was like, oh, man, this nigga Eminem's out. He's amazing. I was like, all right, man, I'll check it out. They're like, no, Aston, I don't think you understand. You got to go listen to this dude. He might be the best rapper ever. I was like, oh, shit, I got to go check this out. They was like, no, Aston, I don't think you understand. You ain't going to believe this dude's white. And I was like, oh, shit, like the best rapper in the world just dropped and he's white. I got to hear this. I ran to the store, and they had them little Discman Jones, little CD singles. I got the CD single, and I put in my Discman, and I put the lid down, and put my headphones on. I hit play, and it was like, hi! And I was like, nope. What the fuck was that? I absolutely believe this nigga's white. Out your goddamn mind. Ain't listened to them since. I don't know. I'm single now, that's dope. I'm not single, I'm in a relationship. It's going well. No, it's really good. I'm in a relationship now. It's fucking amazing. I like being in a relationship now. Because I used to be in the streets, you know what I mean? I was in the streets, and it was good. Like, people be like, oh, but you got a whole bunch of bitches, you got a roster, you got a whole bunch of hoes. And I was like, yeah, I do. It's fun. Like, it was good, but like at a certain point, you got to ask yourself the tough questions in life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how many of these women are going to have my back when my back is against the wall? You know what I mean? Like, how many of these women are actually going to hold me down? You know what I mean? Like, how many of these women like actually care about me for me and are going to look out for me? And the answer is most of them. Women are better than us. Just pick one and commit. Like, that's the key to life. We the ones fucking it up. I'll leave y'all with that wisdom. I've been Aston Wallace. You guys have been great. Thank you.
Keep it going for Aston Wallace. All right. Man, I love the ice joke. That ice joke hits so far, so close to home. Man, I recently, this sounds sexist now after Spencer's set. My lovely wife was making me a sandwich, and I go, can you give me a wide amount of mayonnaise? And she's like, I got you. She knew immediately. We like a wet sandwich. All right. This is how every comic wants to be brought up. You know what? I have to be honest. I don't know Roxxy Haze, our next comic. But when I asked Mark, I was like, is she a killer? And he just goes, pfft. So please put your hands together for Roxxy Haze.
Hey y'all, how are y'all tonight? I fucking almost forgot I was on the show. I was just watching this shit like, y'all. Oh, that's a funny guy. Funny guy. How are y'all thus far? I'm very high. Very excited. Give it up for everybody y'all saw tonight. It was a good ass show. My first time doing it. Parking sucks. What an aptly named show. I thought this was like, oh, that's so funny, ironic. It was not ironic. Parking did fucking suck. I'm mad because I wanted to get a Lyft, but like Lyft doesn't take like Klarna or Afterpay. Does everybody know what Afterpay is? Okay. Y'all are poor too. LA is crazy. I'm from Houston, so I'm used to like stealing and not paying for stuff. This is very new for me. I'm finally fucking again. That's been fun. No. Because it's not, I like him. Okay, so I'm 33. And he's 29. I was like, ooh, young dick. That'll be fun. But it's not. He's like more mature than me. He owns a business and shit. I'm out here on a pallet doing comedy on a Friday. But he's like a good guy. Like he's a really dope guy because he owns a business. Like he's trying to help me learn like finances. He's like, hey, you only have $30 in your bank account. Don't go to the toy store. I'm like, oh, rats. This Toys R Us card is only good for a couple more months. That's closed, right? Damn, I'm an old ass bitch. He's really cool though. Like he's trying to like teach me stuff, but I don't like it all the way because he's kind of like, people that are really good with money are like assholes. I don't know how to put it. They're really fucking assholes. Like, his birthday's in like 2 weeks. And I'm like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? And he's like, I want you to learn financial responsibility. All right, fucking, I was sucking Dave Ramsey's dick. Got audible, can you tell? I love a snort. But yeah, no, his birthday is in a couple weeks. And I don't give a fuck about birthdays. This is like the first birthday of a person that I've cared about, and that's just because the dick is really good. If it was subpar, I would definitely forget. I think adult birthdays are stupid. We don't care. Like, I feel like once you're past, like, 21 is the cutoff for us giving a fuck, and that's just because you can finally, like, legally drink, even though we've all been drinking and depressed since we were 14. But that's the time where you can go buy it yourself. But, like, adult birthdays are so fucking stupid. First of all, adult birthday parties are not parties. They're just like pleasant TED Talks. Like we're just all sitting around drinking barefoot wine. It's good though. And eating that cheese with the foreskin on it. What's that shit? What's that fucking cheese? That shit is what the fuck is this? Uncircumcised ass cheese? What the fuck is that shit? Brie, yeah, what the fuck? Cheese needs a bris. Get that shit out of here. I hate adult parties. I hate adult parties. I fucking hate adult parties. I hate adults that like plan their birthday like really in advance. Like, oh my God. I don't know why all my friends talk like that. Oh my God. So my birthday's in October. And oh my God, work has just been work. I'm so tired. And I have to do something for my birthday. Like let's all go to Belize. we're all gonna get matching shirts and we're gonna get matching plane tickets. We're just gonna go to Belize. And I'm like, no, bitch. Once again, I'm a comedian and Belize isn't taking Klarna, ho. I don't have money. I have no money. Thank you, keeping that one. But like, this is the first time I've dated like an actual adult. I'm used to dating like people like me, so like if you can't tell how I'm dressed, I'm like a nerd, I'm a gamer, I like anime and shit. And so I date a lot of gamers. That shit's fucking terrible. That shit is terrible because you're never more important than the game. Nothing you do will ever be more important than the game. It was one time I'm sucking dick, and I'm good at it, okay? I'm not even gonna. I'm great, okay? Really good, and I'm sucking dick. My head's in the bag, and he's like, yeah. And then all I hear is EA Sports. It's in the game. And it's like, do I finish? I don't know. Was it in the game? I hate that shit. I also I really like anime. So everybody's like, why don't you date an anime nerd? I'm like, no, because they're fucking weird. People that watch anime think they're in the anime. And I don't want to be fucking somebody and midway through they try to go Super Saiyan in my pussy. I don't want, get out of me. Get out of me. Find the balls on your own, sir. I like it. So people are like, oh, well, then why don't you date somebody that like doesn't like anime? And I'm like, I can't do that either because I like it a lot. And then people that don't watch anime always want you to explain the anime to them. And there's no way to explain anime without sounding like a fucking weirdo. Like there's no, so once I watch Dragon Ball Z, you can't see it in these fucking Tony Hawk jeans. I don't know what the fuck these are. They were on sale at Target. Fancy bitch. So I have a Goku tattoo, so I really love Dragon Ball Z, and I was fucking with this guy. He was like, I see that shit all the time. Like, what is Dragon Ball Z about? And I'm like, it's like an alien kid, and he a monkey. And so, like, they blew up, this other, like, lizard monkey thing blew up his planet, and he came to Earth, and he got adopted, and then he killed him because he turned into a real monkey when the moon hit him. So now he's just, like, walking around Earth, finding some balls so a dragon could come. Like, shut up, bitch, get out, suck my dick. EA Sports, it's in the game. It's in the game. But then I think, like, everything sounds weird when you try to explain it to somebody that doesn't watch it. Like, what's something that you watch? Oh, fucking white people being white. That is, and we're gonna be honest though. Most 90s white people sitcoms is just them like being white in New York City. Felicity, one white woman with an afro being white in New York City. Fucking Friends. White in New York City. What? Just every white people. Y'all just like New York City. I don't fucking know why. It's so dirty. So filthy. And you know what? I like Seinfeld now. I don't even have a joke about that. It's a really fucking good show. But white people, y'all are, yeesh. Y'all just, y'all's problems aren't problems. I think that's why I like watching like white TV. It's just like, oh no, Elaine's boyfriend thinks she got a big nose. Like, bitch, you do. These are just facts. Black people shows are like, and then the baby died. Like, fuck. Said this was a rom-com, ho. This is terrible. I hate Tyler Perry. Oh, that's not even a joke. That motherfucker, thank you. Like, the wigs alone. I feel like he just scoops that shit up and is like, there you go. It's a show now. 100 episodes. Fucking hate him so much. I wanted to do Have y'all watched You? You remember, like, this is random. It made me, thanks, Mark. You remember when they were like, you live in LA now when you see a coyote and all that other bullshit? It definitely should be you fought a homeless person. Like, why was that not on the list? I almost beat the fuck out of several homeless people. I'm trying to think of, like, the best one to tell. Well, this one just happened, like, 2 weeks ago. We didn't even fight. I was kind of mad about it. This was just really weird. I was like walking to Rouse. Yeah, I live out here now. I was walking to Rouse, and it was like a barefoot white man with no shirt on, and he's just like stealing off on this little Asian dude. And I was like, I should do something, but like, no, I don't want to. Like, I really don't want to. I got my new shit on. Like, I can't scuff my shoes. But he just starts stealing off on him, but not really. It was weird. Have you ever seen somebody fighting somebody that doesn't want to fight and is not fighting back? So the homeless guy was just like, yeah. And the Asian dude was just like, okay. So he's like fighting him, and I'm like, fuck, I can't cross the street in the middle of the street. So like I had to keep walking. And he was like, oh, well, you going big badass. I was like, yo, bitch, stop fucking talking to me. I'm not gonna engage with you. He's like, all right, that big ass booty. And I was like, oh, thank you. I needed that today. I needed to pick me up. Thank you. Your breath and your feet stink though. I'm really happy to be fucking consistently, because for a while, like I just moved out here, and so like all of my dick was in Texas, and so I hadn't like rebuilt up my LA hole list yet, and so I was really only fucking when I went back to Houston, and you know I do stand up, I go to these cons and shit, so I always get some con dick. Con dick is great, but yeah, I'm like, I got like transcontinental dick, so I hadn't like established dick here, so I was only really fucking like twice a year, and I was getting upset because like I'm broke too, so I couldn't just travel like that. So like my pussy was, I was fucking on like a DC movie release schedule. It was like, maybe we'll come out. I don't know when. DC is pissing me the fuck off. When is Black Adam coming out? They announced that shit like what, 8 years ago? Remember when The Rock had a neck? That shit's gone. Like my hope in DC. DC is ass. Ezra Miller, is that movie still coming out? The Flash, finally. Yo, Ezra Miller is a fucking menace. That motherfucker, how are they not in jail? I've never seen an actor be like Carmen Sandiego of crime. This motherfucker's going coast to coast, just committing white people. Okay, this white, y'all can just do what the fuck ever. What did that fucking Cyclops guy do? Complain? And they're like, fuck you, you're never in anything else again. Ezra Miller had a cult. And they're like, let's just finish the movie and see how it does in the box office. But what's the alternative to like a DC movie pussy? Like a Marvel movie pussy? That would be terrible. That's so much sex. Marvel just be like, like stop. I watched Loki and WandaVision to get this. That's too much. A lot of foreplay and jiggling the balls. All right. So was that a 1 minute or a 2? Okay, I'm gonna go. I do this impressions thing, but we don't have time for that. We can. Oh fuck it. All right, I want to hear some impressions. You just want to hear the impressions. He's like, fuck yeah. Oh, this is so stupid. Now it has to be real. If it's bad, they're like, bitch, you should have just left. We like that Marvel shit. No, so like, I watch porn. She's like, I'm in. I don't care what you do. So no, I watch, but I'm a nerd, so I watch like nerd porn. As you know, there is porn that is geared towards everybody. I really like nerd porn, but as a nerd, I get mad when I watch it because like, it's non-canonical. Like whoever's writing the porn clearly doesn't watch the source material. I was watching some fucking Avengers porn and Scarlet Witch was fucking Thanos. And I was like, no, this isn't accurate. Zip my pussy back up. That's not how that goes. Tuck it in, put a bow. So I'm like, they need somebody like me that watches the stuff to write the porn. So like, these are all really stupid and I'm apologizing in advance. Like I would like to see a Scooby-Doo porn. And I would like to see, it would be a gay Scooby-Doo porn. Cause they've been fucking. Shaggy and Scooby, yeah, they fucking. Like, y'all always in that van getting high. That's prime fucking time. Eating dick. All right, so. Yo, I'm gone off that barefoot. That's crazy. All right, here's the Scooby-Doo porn. Yo, that's a bar. Bro, that is a bar. All right, here's the Scooby-Doo porn. Fuck. No, Raggy. Wrong hole, Raggy. And that's hilarious because there is no wrong hole. Next joke. All right, so I would like to see I want to see a fucking Fran Drescher porn. That bitch was a terrible nanny. Y'all were fucking. All right. Ow. Mr. Sheffield, right? They were fucking. And then that same actress, because you know they like to recycle bitches, the same actress could go play Lois in the Family Guy porn. Ow, Peter. Thank you. I'm gonna do like 2 more. Y'all be practicing this shit. Y'all know I'm not fucking. I just be in the shower like, all right. Ow, ow. All right. This one's stupid. So, I have discovered that fucking Golem from Lord of the Rings, Meatwad and Stitch have the same fucking voice. Ha ha ha. And this is just all gonna be sexual references with those characters. So it's like, they're precious. That's Dick, right? And then Stitch is like, oh, Hannah means penis, right? And then fucking Meatwad. God damn, why'd y'all let me do this? All right, Meatwad. All right, you're a fry like baby. So the coming Meatwad, baby. Give me some grease. Grease is lube. All right, so that is my time. I'm Roxxy Haze. Thank you very much.
Keep it going for Roxxy, man. While Keenan
okay.
replugs in the microphone, I unplugged on accident.
No, I unplugged it.
Oh, okay,
I
good,
like
good,
actually.
good,
I was
good.
like, I don't want this to fall over and everyone gets startled because it's gonna make a lot of
Roxxy
sense.
is so
and then
fucking
it fucked
funny.
me. So
true.
funny,
So
dude.
fucking
So
funny.
funny. Give
Thank
it up
you,
for
right?
Roxxy Haze. That was my first time seeing you. Hilarious. Hilarious.
Yeah.
I did not expect a Fran Drescher porn impression.
Yeah.
I can tell you that was the last thing. Also, wow, watched that my whole childhood. Never realized that Fran, he's fucking her.
No, he's definitely smashing.
He's fucking the
And then-
nanny.
First off, she was fly as hell.
Oh,
all the
totally
time.
hot. Awful
Awful
voice, super
dressing, the voice,
dresses.
but the
hot.
outfits.
The voice became hot.
She had a leopard print, motherfucking whole leather, one
Oh,
piece,
yeah,
somehow
yeah.
suit, something. What are you doing?
Hot,
How?
hot.
I'd have been like,
And
damn,
Jewish.
bitch.
I like when Jews are depicted as hot.
She's Italian.
We don't get a lot of hot depictions. It's not like, oh yeah, she was so.
No, they let Jewish
she was
girls be
Jewish,
quirky.
you
They
know?
let Jewish girls be quirky, you know?
Jewish girls in Porky.
They let Jewish girls be quirky,
Oh.
is what I'm saying. We didn't get a quirky
heard
black girl
quirky.
till like, what, 2004?
I said Issa. I don't know.
And that's all I'm gonna say. You know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm pissed about the representation, man. No, yeah, let's go on now.
All right. I think this is the end, right?
No. I want to say thank you guys for being in
yeah.
here. You guys have been fucking awesome.
Please put your hands together for yourselves. Please extend the clapping for our lovely hosts for giving us the space to do this. And they, listen, we don't know how to do any of this shit, right?
We didn't do any of this.
That
nope.
looks like scary to me. I'm like scared. I'm going to
Someone-
wake up.
What?
I'm going to have a nightmare tonight where I'm having to do all this.
Oh.
And I'm going to wake up like,
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God they're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we understand it's hot in
That's-
here. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for being in here so much. You guys are fucking awesome for staying in here this whole time. This has been great. You know, it's badass. I think we're
Cool. Yeah. Don't run away too quick. Come say hi.
Yeah. Peace.
Bye.